Welcome to La Petite Mort. Tonight, I've been thinking about a very interesting thing. Groupthink. Very influential in the body politic, culture, society. You know, the Echochamber when everyone agrees and it just keeps on resonating. Groupthink is problematic because people aren't willing to stand up and say, wait a minute, that's not right. Or having a differing opinion that actually is more relevant and more rational than the emotional response. So groupthink in many ways is a plague on our current society, especially in the body politic, where everyone goes with said political culture of everyone goes along to get along. That's groupthink and the echo chamber. Oh, let's all agree on this, even though we need to find more relevant responses and solutions to certain problems. I wish I had solutions, but I'm not going to go along to get along. We have to kill this ideal of the groupthink in the echo chamber. Even the hive mind, the collective mind, because it is killing individuality, self-preservation, liberty. That's a dangerous word nowadays. And even the most dangerous one of all, individuality. So again, these key words and meanings are quite relevant in our society where everyone wants to agree on things but is not willing to say, I disagree. This is not good. One example of groupthink is the Challenger explosion. They all were going, okay, these O-rings are going to start deteriorating at said temperature because of the cold temps down in Florida at the time. And of course, they all said, okay, cool with me, let's just go with it, and, T-minus 0.0000 on the day of the Challenger explosion. We all know what happened. Houston, we have a problem. That's an example of groupthink. Groupthink in the body politic is everyone saying, okay, we have issues on immigration, to sanctuary cities, to transgenderism, yada, 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 yada. And everyone goes along to get along. There's nobody willing to be affront or question or challenge this argument. People are afraid. They don't want to be silenced because they have an opposing viewpoint, or censored, or let alone gaslighted by the political community because, oh no, you having a differing opinion? That's dangerous nowadays. People are like, oh, you can't do that. That's wrong. You should get along to go along, or go along to get along. And people keep on going along with these viewpoints without actually having a reasonable, rational viewpoint. And that is disturbing in a said, as people say nowadays, we're a democracy, in quotes. We're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic. Get it right. But, again, people were like, oh, no, we're a democracy. Democracy means mob rule. And that's a bad idea because it breaks down into, anarchy. But I'm going off topic. I need to stay on. Because, again, echo chamber, people pushing a political viewpoint, want everyone to get along. They want to go along with viewpoint where, the group is more important than the individual. That alone is terrifying. That alone is scary because if the individual is suppressed and oppressed, we don't have freedom. Think about that. You people that are so adherent to the party philosophy and doctrine, if you're willing to kill the individual viewpoint, we don't live in a republic anymore. It's dead. The voice of free thought is gone. Look at media nowadays, journalism. Outlaw people in YouTube or Spreaker podcasts. We could get shadow banned at any time because we have an opposing viewpoint. We're not going along to get along. We're questioning the narrative, the groupthink of mainstream media. CNN, Fox, BBC, yada yada yada, all the big dogs that are all, going along with the groupthink, going along with the narrative that the intelligence community tells them to. And with that, there's your echo chamber. They all say the same thing. They may rephrase it. They may say, okay, you say this way, we'll say this way. One is right of center, one is left of center, one is center. But they are saying the same thing. So you have to take that into account. See, I'm trying to make people realize with you getting along, go along, and echoing the same thing other people are, you're not really having a dialogue. You are repeating the same talking points over and over without no true conversation. And in a free society, conversation is relevant. I don't care if people say it's hate speech or what have you. Conversation is relevant and necessary. Because if there's no conversation, we are living in 1984, where speech is regulated, controlled, doublespeak. And that's a scary echo chamber. That is very scary. Or somebody that goes against the grain of society gets disappeared because of their viewpoint. Think about that. And I've written some things that is very dystopic about political prisoners. Because what if a person like me is saying something a little too dangerous for the status quo? I'm not going along with the trends, the echo chamber, the groupthink, the hive mind, because that goes against my individual will. And I do not like the hive mind. Everyone following a trend or the collective is a hive mind. There's no true individual say. It all has to be It all has to go along with what the Queen dictates. That's not freedom. That's inherent slavery. And if you're into that inherent slavery, please bugger off. You need to wake up. And most of these political parties want their little worker bees. They don't want a free thinker. Again, that is dangerous. A person that's willing to go against the political grain. Because if you look at the political spectrum, right wing and left wing, they all lead to the same thing. Tyranny. Totalitarian state. Because a fascist state can be either left wing or right wing. The most important thing is to transcend this right wing, left wing paradigm to true freedom that is beyond this cognitive dissonance of we're a democracy. Are you fucking kidding me? We're not. The individual is the most powerful when they have a voice. The individual is the most important, not the masses. The masses right now are being controlled via identity politics, because that's the collective mindset. Divide and conquer. Break everyone down to race, color, creed, religion, sexuality, blah, 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 blah. There's no conversation. So again, Echochamber. So again, hive mind. So again, groupthink. There is no true discussion. Thus, we have a problem. See, people, you need to start questioning the system, the state, freedom. Because if you do go along, get along, you're a slave. Just like Jim Morrison said, you're a bunch of slaves. Well, wake up. Because if you don't see yourself as an individual, you're just a cog. If you're a cog, that means you're part of the machine. And the machine grinds cogs up. Or you're a worker bee. Oh, I'll just go along with the trend, the political viewpoint. Oh, Bernie. Oh, Trump. Oh, what have you. You see, there's a problem there. If you're agreeing with everyone, doing what everyone else is doing, it's not healthy. It's not healthy in a republic. We need speech. We need conversation. And in an echo chamber, there is no conversation. It's doublespeak. And doublespeak is not healthy in a republic. So, think about that. But what I say is heretical, blasphemy, because I have nothing left to lose. I'm truly about freedom and liberation, not without the chains of submission by the state, or by the legal system, or by laws written by corrupt people, because they do not serve my interests. My interest is self-preservation and liberty. Okay? And that means to literally sever myself from the groupthink, from the state collective, because it's inherently deadly. This is La Petite Mort. I bid you adieu.